I'm sure you must have seen people who are less competent and less capable than you are, but they seem to be growing at a much faster rate than you. What is the reason behind that? You might say that it is sheer luck, or they have such and such resources which you do not, which might be true as well, but you need to admit something that they have something extra that you do not. They have something that making them grow and making them prosper day by day and faster than you that you do not. And that something extra is their mindset of growth. This growth mindset asks them or pushes them always to do something extra, achieve something extra. And that's the reason they are able to achieve much better, much more higher achievements than you. Right? So in this episode, we will discuss about growth mindset. What is this? What is the growth mindset and why some people have growth mindset, why some people do not? And also, if we do not have that growth mindset, how we can cultivate that? What is the reason? What are the benefits of having a growth mindset? All those things we will discuss in today's episode. So stay tuned till the very end. Hi, my name is Akshay Tiwari. I'm a holistic happiness coach, author of the book called Usher. I'm also the founder of Holistic Happiness Club. Holistic Happiness Club is the place where we talk about all the aspects of happiness. We talk about every facet of life that is included in our happiness. We believe that happiness is not a single faceted thing. It is not just a choice, it is much more than that. Happiness is a lifestyle. More about Holistic Happiness Club in the end of this episode. But for now, let's dive into the topic. All right, so let's begin the topic now. And as always, let's begin with understanding what is growth mindset and why should I bother about having one, right? What is growth mindset and what is fixed mindset? So let me oversimplify this for you for now, and then we'll get into a little bit nuances. All right, so when an opportunity is presented to you, let's say that you are doing a job and someone comes along and say, hey, I have a business opportunity, wonderful business opportunity. Let's do it together. And this is the opportunity, he explains, and at the end he says, let's do it together. And now, if you start thinking about that, what will happen to my job? What will happen to the commitment? What will happen to my monthly payments, monthly bills that I'm paying? All those things, which if you are thinking not to take that opportunity, not to grab that opportunity, if you are thinking all those excuses, or I would say all those reasons why should you not be taking that opportunity, most likely you have a fixed mindset because you are ignoring the opportunity at the cost of current comfort. Of course, new opportunity will come at some discomfort. We have to embrace that. And that is what a person with growth mindset does. He looks at the prosperity angle. He looks at the picture which can be better in future if that person will grab the opportunity. He will start thinking not of the excuses, not of the monthly bill. He will say, okay, I want to grab this opportunity. What can I do so that my monthly bills are being taken care? What can I do so that my family is provided for by the time this opportunity starts paying me back? By the way, I have given you example of a working professional versus doing some business, but growth mindset is not limited just to monetary terms. It is not limited just for job and business. This is a simple example, that's why I have picked it up. It can be applied everywhere. As Bruce Lee has rightly said, that if you start applying limit in one area of your life, you will start applying limit in each and every area of your life. There are no limits, there are only plateaus. These are some, I mean, not quote unquote from Bruce Lee, but this is what Bruce Lee has said. And I really love and admire that person, and I really love this quote from Bruce Lee. All right. So, in a nutshell, what I have given you the idea of what a person will do with an opportunity, uh, with a growth mindset versus what a person will do with an opportunity with a fixed mindset. So let's see some traits of people who have who has this growth mindset. Those people embrace challenges. Whenever there is an opportunity, there will be challenges. If you are going to step into some unknown territory, there will be challenges, no matter what. Even if you have the uh, finest mentor, they can only guide you towards the path. You need to walk the path. And when you are walking the path, there will be discomfort, there will be challenges. And a person who is embracing the new opportunity, embracing the unknown, is ready, always ready to face those challenges. And this is the point number one. Point number two, those people take criticism very positively. If somebody is pointing something out in them, they will start thinking immediately that what if that person is right? They will take a healthy account of that person, that whatever that person is saying, is it making sense to me? Or he is saying just to pull me down, or just out of envy, or just out of anger. So they will take it positively. Whatever that person is saying, if it is true, let me correct it. Whereas the person with the fixed mindset, if you criticize that person will say, he might come back at you. He does not want to listen any complaint about himself. He will take it personally. He does not want to improve those things because he thinks that wherever I am, it's already perfect. He doesn't want to grow. If you're not improving yourself, you are not growing, of course. So the person with a growth mindset wants to grow all the time, and that is why they take criticism very positively. The third thing is they are resilient. When you are taking all or many new opportunities, chances are, and there are good chances, that you will fail in some of them. It does not mean, failure does not mean that you are going to sit back, okay, if I have failed, I should not be taking another opportunity. You take lessons and move forward from there. You take what is necessary, the experience, the knowledge that you have gained, the lessons that you have learned, and and include that in your daily life and move forward. That is what a person with growth mindset does. He does not say that, okay, because I have taken one opportunity in the past and I have failed, I will not be taking another opportunity in the future. Whereas this is the job of the person with a fixed mindset. A person with growth mindset will say, I will be taking the next one, I will make it better because now I have more experience, more learning with me. And talking about learning, let me talk about the fourth character trait of a person with a growth mindset. They are a continuous learner. If you are not learning, chances are that you are not growing. You need to learn. Learning does not only include hearing the podcast or watching the YouTube video or reading a book. It comes from experience. Of course, it comes from watching YouTube videos and hearing podcast and reading book. It comes from experiences. It comes from another people's experiences as well. They talk to other people, they talk to their mentor, and they take their experiences and try to find out what is for them in these experiences. They learn from other people's mistake. They learn from everywhere. So they are a continuous learner. These people are with growth mindset. Those who are with the fixed mindset, they think that I am already at a place which is good for me, so I do not have to learn, I do not need to learn anything new. Now, you might say that you have all those qualities, and most of the people has some of these qualities. So that tells you that you either are having a growth mindset, or even if you do not have, you have the capacity to develop that growth mindset, because all of us are having these qualities. What we do, because of our conditioning, because of our upbringing, we try, or maybe because of our past experiences, we try to bury these qualities in our personality. Okay, so what is the benefit of having a growth mindset, and then we'll talk about what how does it come, a growth mindset and a fixed mindset. So let's talk about what is the benefit of having a growth mindset. A growth mindset, think about all these personality traits that we just talked about. I think the what this kind of person will become, right? So this kind of person will be a high achiever because he's continuously learning, because he takes criticism positively, because he embraces challenges and he bounce back every time he fails. every time he falls down, he comes back. So that person obviously is going to be high achiever, even if he is less capable, even if he is less competent. Remember that person is taking feedback, taking criticism positively, and continuously learning from there. So a person, maybe person A, who is having more talent, more skills, but if he is having a fixed mindset, he will not learn, he will not grow from there. Whereas a person B, who is having less skills, less competent, less capable, when he continuously learn, when he continuously enhance and develop his own skills, at some point he will outgrow person A. All right, that's what a growth mindset does to you. These kind of people are also high in self-esteem and confidence, because they are because they think that they can learn anything, they can achieve anything because of their learning capacity, because of their never give up attitude. They have the confidence, and they have the self-esteem. And lastly, they are more resilient. They, whenever there is some fallback, whenever there is a fall, whenever there is a failure, they don't take it personally. They evaluate it and they learn from it, and they come back more strongly. And that's why these kind of people are more happy, because they are high achiever, they have more self confidence, they have more resilience, so they are more happy as well. All right, so this is some personality trait of growth mindset. So this is what growth mindset is, and this is the reason why you should have growth mindset. And now let's talk about, just touch base upon what makes a person, because if a person is high achiever, has more self esteem and confidence, is more happy and resilient, then why not everybody has this growth mindset? All right, so let me just touch base upon this point. From our societal conditioning, from our upbringing, from parents, from teachers, from cousins, sisters, brothers, neighbors, from media, all those things, they put a kind of belief inside our head. So if we have seen some person who has been trying to do something big, and they have failed, and they have lived their rest of the life very miserably, and if that stuck in our head, we will be thinking, okay, it is not worth to take the risk, because if that fails, if we are failing in that opportunity, we might end up living our rest of the life miserably. All right, so which is not true, which is not true. People have failed. All of us have failed, and all of us has have come back. What we think, what we tell ourselves, that becomes our truth. There are people who have failed, and they have obviously lived their life in less fortune than earlier, but that does not mean that you should not try to grab opportunity. There are numerous examples of people who have got a new opportunity, and they made the most out of it. Right, so what I'm trying to say here is, our societal conditioning, our upbringing, both of these things together, and there are multiple factors when it comes to small nuances, there are multiple factors to it, but in a nutshell, our societal conditioning and our upbringing, that creates some kind of beliefs inside us, and that beliefs create our either fixed mindset or a growth mindset. You might say that I have some of those traits. Yes, most of us are having sometime this fixed mindset trait and growth mindset trait, but it depends which personality is more dominant on us. So what we want is a dominant growth mindset personality. Of course, fixed mindset can also work sometime. Of course, it can have some benefit, it can potentially save us from several risks, so we need to analyze. So that is also there. So what we want is dominant growth mindset, a balance where a growth mindset is leading, and a fixed mindset or analytical mind is sitting behind and just uh, from analyzing and saving us from taking greater risk, uncalculative risk. All right. So this is what, in the first point, understanding the growth mindset and why should we have what. Now let's move forward, and now let's understand that's what I was talking about. That what makes us having a fixed mindset. So there are these triggers, and of course, as I said, they come from societal conditioning and our upbringing. But these four are the main thing that we need to address. So the point number one is fear of failure. If we get the opportunity and we always think about what if we fail, so that is the number one trigger, and this is what keeps people from grabbing a new opportunity. Point number two is, again, a big one, is comparison with others. So this is another trigger. So and the third trigger for fixed mindset is negative self-talk. I'm not good enough, I'm not capable, other person can do it because he is having such and such resources and he was born with a silver spoon and he is more talented, or whatever. This is not true. Whatever you are lacking, you can get that, you can learn that, you can excel at that given some time, practice. All right, so negative self-talk, this is the third trigger. And the fourth is defensive behavior. You want to always protect and preserve whatever you are having right now, whether it is serving or not. All right, you just want are resisting change. Of course change is uncomfortable, and that's where the opportunity and growth is also lies. We need to be uncomfortable, we need to leave our comfort zone, only then we will be able to grow. All right, so that is the fourth trigger. Now let's talk about how, what we can do in these four situations. What I mean, these are real things: fear of failure, comparison with others. So what you need to do, instead of, in the first point, fear of failure, instead of failing, you need to look at the picture. What if you succeed in this opportunity? What if you make it? What if you get it done? How your life will be? What all changes will be there? And if that picture is good enough for you, then think about how you can make this journey a foolproof journey, how you can avoid all those risks that can lead to failure. Use all your previous experience and learning and try to create a plan which is, according to you at this point in time, is foolproof. Of course there is no foolproof plan, but you try to bring your experience and knowledge and try to create a foolproof one. If the picture of the opportunity when it is done, what it can bring to you is more enticing to you than the fear of failure, then just go for it. So you need to always focus first, what if I get it done. All right, so that was point number one, comparison with others. Point number two, see, people will always compare you with other people. People will always say something about you, no matter what you do or you don't. So let them talk. What you need to do is you need to focus on your personal growth. You need not to focus that you are being compared. You will always be compared, whether you take this path or not, whether you stay the same or not. You will always be compared. You will always be talked about. There will always be criticism. All right, so what you need to do is you need to focus on your growth by picking up this particular opportunity. Are you growing or not? If you are growing, then it is for you. Whether the people are talking, it's none of your job to think about what people are talking about you. It's easier said than done. There are exercises that we talk about to overcome this fear in our courses, but yes, it can be done, it can be minimized at least. Okay, the third point was negative self-talk. For that, we need to replace our negative self-talk with the positive one, and we need to repeat, and we need to create the evidences of our, to back our positive self-talk, and that helps. And I have created another episode for that. uh, that will be very helpful in creating positive beliefs. Fourth point, defensive behavior. You need to understand, you need to change your perspective from that change is uncomfortable to the perspective that change brings opportunity, change brings growth. So when you look change from that angle, you will find that you are more open and willing to receive and make changes. All right, so this was just addressing the fixed mindset triggers. Now now let's come to the final point of our today's episode, cultivating and applying growth mindset. How we can develop a growth mindset. As we discussed in the first part of our episode, what is the trait of a person with growth mindset? They embrace the challenges, they take criticism positively, all those things that these are the things that we need to do in order to develop a growth mindset. We need to start embracing the challenge, we need to start seeing the positive side of those challenges, how we are going to grow if we accept those challenges, if we work on those challenges. Similarly, we need to seek feedback from others. As in the beginning, seek feedback from the people to whom you trust. and love to whom you call your friend and family, your well wishers. Because you trust them, you will take their criticism, their feedback more positively. And when you progress further, there will be other people who will give you feedback and you will be able to take it more positively. But there will be people who will give you feedback and criticism, you will not be able to take it uh, very easily and positively. That's all right. That's all right. We all are human, we all get offended sometime. It's all right. What you need to focus on, that you need to grow, and you are going to grow only by taking constructive feedback. So if in the beginning, even if you are able to take feedback just from the handful of people to whom you trust, that's all right. As you will move forward, you will be able to develop this skill more and more. The third point, which is very very important to develop a growth mindset, is set growth oriented goals. Do not set some petty goals, like I should not say petty goals, but when you are setting a goal for whatever, always try to understand what is there in you that is making your personality grow in this challenge or in this goal. How you as a person are going to grow in this particular goal, always ask that question, always keep that angle in your goal. So if you are going to grow in any of the goal, all right, that will, that over time, small thing will add up, and then after some time you will be able to see yourself as much evolved person. So always have this growth angle in whatever goal you set, right? Okay. And the next point is developing a passion for continuous learning. First of all, and that begins from the point that you need to understand that you know very little. In the language of Game of Thrones, you know nothing, Jon Snow. Right. So what you need to do is you need to understand that whatever you know is just a drop in the ocean. There are every person there is that is on this planet, they have some or the other thing that can be taught to us. And if there are person who you look up to, then I can't say much about that. All right. So always have this mindset that you can learn something from someone, be it anyone, be it your junior, be it a kid, be it a person who is retired or something. You can learn something from someone, anyone, in any situation. So always be open. If you are not liking a situation, try to understand what this situation is trying to teach me. If you have succeeded in that, in any particular situation, try to understand what you have done right to reach here, what could have gone wrong, so that you can make it better next time. All right. And the last 2 point, which are very very important, I cannot emphasize on these points enough, is ask for help and seek guidance. Look for a mentor. A mentor can break your shackles and break your fixed mindset in no time. If you find the right mentor, get a good mentor, seek guidance, and they will help you be on the path of growth. And once you start, then it will have a snowball effect on yourself. All right. So always ask for help. There is no shame. There should not be you should not consider asking for help as a sign of weakness. I was there for a very very long period of time, that if I'm asking for help to someone, I will be considered weak. Sometimes still I think like that, but most of the time I ask for help, and that has simplified my life a lot. A lot, I would say. That, see, we are human at the end, and everything that we are trying to accomplish, it takes more than one people to accomplish that. Of course you can accomplish whatever you want to accomplish alone, you can, more often than not you can. But the journey is going to be very long and tiring, and if you are doing it alone, if you are walking that path alone, most likely you will get tired and give up in the between, in the middle of the journey. So ask for help. That will make the journey shorter, that and it will make the journey more enjoyable as well, so that you will be able to reach your goal faster, and then it will give you the sense of achievement. When you get things done, you will be willing to try some more things in the future. All right. So always never shy away from asking help, always look for help, always seek guidance from mentors. All right. So that was the end of today's topic, and I hope that you have liked it. I hope that it was valuable for you. If you have liked this content, if you find the value in this content, please like this episode. Please share it with someone to whom you think that it will be useful. Please subscribe to the channel or leave a review for the podcast if you are listening it on the podcast. And this is the end of today's topic. But before we end the episode, I would like to announce that Holistic Happiness Club has launched bronze membership as of now it is free. There will be one course, and you can have one-to-one call also with me if you join the bronze membership as of now. All right. So as of now it is free, but from next month it is not going to be free. It is going to be paid. All right. So that was the announcement. And if you want to connect with me on social media, Instagram is the place because I'm most active on the Instagram. Happiness Architect is my handle. You can connect with me there. If you want to reach out to me on my website, akshaytiwari.in is my website. You can get some more information about me on the website also. All right. So till the time we are seeing each other again, stay happy, stay blessed, take care of yourself, take care of the loved one around you, and always remember happiness is a lifestyle.